Bro, I remember this one time where I was in school. There was this girl and there was this guy in gym. This guy approached this girl, and let me tell y'all, he came up, he was like, yo, you want to go out with me? I was in the bystander. I was just watching. I was being nosy. I was like, And then she was like,
no, I don't want to go out with you.
And then I felt bad for some reason. I was like, girl, how you gonna do that to him? But me growing up today, I was so innocent in school, you know, like an angel, baby, whatever. Like, bro, I felt bad for the dude. I was like, oh my gosh, he probably loves you, you know, like he probably spent all his life chasing you. Like, bro, that's the mindset I had when I was younger. But today, realizing that girl was smart. She wasn't trying to get that boy to feel like she was validated. She probably knew that boy was not in her league. Plus, he was a bum. And he was a bad boy. So she kind of used some of her intuition, which told her to give her that answer. A couple years later, that boy turned out to be very bad. He's currently in jail right now. So she could have used him to feel better about herself if she was feeling like insecure, if she didn't love herself. Because I know there's people who do that. I think I didn't even been with someone who was like that with me. Someone who felt like they were insecure and they were just with me because they wanted to feel better about themselves. So I feel like people do that with relationships, but it's not just relationships. If you are not seeking validation in yourself, you're not gonna find it in people. It's as simple as that. Because other people don't know you. Other people may be close with you, but they're not really gonna know you. They're not gonna tell you most of the time what you want to hear, and you're gonna end up disappointed like a sad puppy. Like, oh my gosh, why this person said this about me? You're gonna care too much, and you're gonna make yourself miserable because of what the person said. You're gonna care so much about what other people say. And you gotta like stop caring. I made so many videos about this. You gotta stop, bro. Just don't care. I'm not saying be full on nonchalant, but you have to have that little bit of nonchalant in you. So you don't get, first of all, one, your feelings hurt. Second of all, you get your self-worth up. Third of all, people stop messing with you. Fourth of all, you get more intelligent because you know stuff. You don't gotta be like worrying about what people think. Fifth, y'all already know. And even if other people do tell you what you want to hear, most of the time the person who tells you what you want to hear instead of what you need to hear, like,
so you need to validate yourself. Stop asking me.
For example, when you're with the guy, there's certain things that you're gonna make him do which he shouldn't do so you could feel validated, are gonna make him feel like he was disrespecting his boundaries, making him lie for you and say that, oh, you have like a good lifestyle, you do this and that, making him tell your friends that, you know, you do all that stuff just so you can feel like you're validated. I'm gonna be so real. A guy will literally take advantage of you because he will see how little your self-worth is. He'll see it's down to the ground. They do this thing to girls so they make us feel like we're in La La Land. But they'll like Zaza you up. You're the queen of the world. You're getting all this princess treatment. But meanwhile, they taking advantage of you, baby. If you don't have yourself having that, what's it called? When you strong, when you got that strong, when you have your own strength and your own barrier, it's hard for them to mess with you. I even make sure I'm aware of my actions. They'll tell me, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful, you this, you that, you gorgeous, you this. I'll be like, thank you. That's it. I won't be like, oh my gosh, you said this. Because they gonna see, oh, she a little bit. Because people can tell if you are seeking that validation. They can tell you don't have that own type of confidence for your validation. So you want to be humble. I know whenever you feel like you get complimented, you feel good, you get like, your ego gets up and you feel like, okay, yes, period. Validation feels good, but you don't want to let it run you up, run your money. That's what it will do. It will run your money till you fall to the floor and you constantly keep seeking that validation. It's like sniffing a snuff of cocaine. You're gonna keep wanting more and more. You have to be humble. Just accept it and move on. Be grateful. People who don't know what love is usually seek validation as a sign of, oh my gosh, this person loves me. Like, the main reason why I'm telling y'all not to seek too much validation from people and be like, oh my gosh, taking it like it's $1 million, because you are the $1 million. And sometimes you could be taking validation from the wrong person. Like what I said before, they could be taking advantage of you. You don't know. People who seek validation from other people do not love themselves. They see that validation as love. Meanwhile, validation is nothing like love. That person could hate you secretly and they could still give you validation, but you wouldn't know because you're too consumed by what they're saying to you. You really have to open your eyes and your ears and your mouth and your brain to really understand that, bro. Everybody's not gonna tell you what you want to hear. People can be fake, people can just be lying to you. Like if you ask if your hair looks funny and they're gonna say yes, meanwhile it looks like it's crooked, like a mountain just fell off. That can happen. Validation, I personally learned to validate myself all the time. I'll be telling myself, yes, you're eating, I'm eating. I always make myself laugh. I make myself happy because I love myself. Validating yourself is a first step. Well, it's not the first step, but it's a step to loving yourself. The first step to loving yourself is accepting yourself. I'm very loving. The lover girl is still somewhere inside of me, but she gotta stay there for a minute. Validation is not always what it seems. Like, you have to look through the validation and see, like, what is this person actually saying? I personally stopped seeking validation from people, bro, because I've been getting hurt, y'all. A person could be validating me and I'd be like happy and stuff. I used to get happy like what I was doing before, y'all. I used to be like when someone was making me feel validated. I realized that I gotta tone it down. Whenever I would feel like all excited about somebody validating me, I would try to get closer with that person. I'll try to know stuff about them, try to build a bond with them. I have such a big heart. I just want to love people. I want to love this person because they did this for me. It's like the littlest thing used to make me go explode and love people. Like, I had to tone that down because that could get me hurt, you know? I'm not saying you shouldn't accept the compliment or anything, but just tone it down. Tone it down. So it's not necessarily a person showing you love. You don't know if that person truly loves you. So that's something that I used to think, that people would love me if I just saw validation. Meanwhile, people don't really care, bro. Y'all heard me say it plenty of times. You are what you attract. If you feel uncomfortable with yourself, where you can't even feel like you have to give yourself any validation, you're gonna make the person that you're with feel like uncomfortable with you. Oh my gosh, why does she kind of like seem like she just wants attention? Or why does she seem like she just wants me to do this for her? Like, tell her she's good, but she should already know this herself. Like, you're gonna make other people feel like uneasy about you because it's just the way you are. Again, it's kind of like you're trying to be perfect, you're trying to fit in. That's why you care so much about what people think. Like, you want to find the person who's gonna give you that type of acceptance that yes, you're doing the right thing, like God is watching over you, checking the list, like yes, she's doing this right, she's doing this right, and you're trying to go to other people telling them, am I doing this right, you may be worrying a lot. You may be worrying that you're not doing the right thing, or something's wrong, or you're doing something bad, probably because the way you grew up. Parents probably kept criticizing you instead of making you feel like good about what you do, even if it's the little things, even when you were growing up. That's important because it's probably the reason why you're chasing validation from others. But you have to really stop seeking validation from other people, or else you're going to get hurt. You're going to feel disappointed. You're going to get disappointed because people are not going to give you the response. People are going to tell you however they feel because they're in their own world, baby. That's why I really don't care what people think about me. I stopped caring because I understand that nobody really cares. Once you understand that people don't care, people are not keeping their eyes on you 24/7. You're not being watched by people. You just do what you want. Do what makes you feel good. Like, love yourself. Do all the little things that make you feel like you're a princess. If you were a guy, do the things that make you feel like you're a prince. Like, get yourself up there. I'm tired of people feeling like they trash me while you're not. It's a lot of inner work that you have to do to really get that self-love, because that's kind of like a gift. Once you love yourself, you start feeling happy in isolation, less need for people. You start being creative, happier, stop hurting yourself, and stop talking bad to yourself, stop doing those things. So many things shift once you learn to love yourself more. Feel validated by God, the universe, that you're on the right path. If y'all want to know more about loving yourself, let me know down below. I'll make a video on it. But that's it, basically. I feel my lips getting ashy. I'm gonna end the video off here. I hope you guys like this video so much. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back in another video soon. My little ass is Jazz is out. Bye, y'all.